In this video, we are going to work on simple and compound interest. Basically, when you have some money to invest, you can invest it into a bank or a company. This means you don't want to own a company or any sort of thing like that, but you just lend your money to these people so that they can make money for you. So what happens is, in either case, you're going to make some interest because they will offer you an interest rate. For example, let's consider the example with the bank. Now, if you give £100 to a bank, and if they say they're going to offer you 10% after 1 year, and if you accept it, what they will do for calculation is that they will go like £100, right? Well, 100% plus 10% will make 110%, right? So they will go like £100 times 110%, and at the end of 1 year, you're going to have, instead of £100, you're going to have £110 in your account. Now, this means you will make £10 of interest. So without doing anything, just because you lend your money to the bank for 1 year, they pay £10 to you. Now, the question is, are you going to take this money? Or are you going to keep this money? Now, if you take the money, it's gonna be simple interest. If you keep the money, then it's gonna be compound interest. Now, in a simple interest, it's easy. You will start your second year again with £100, and we know how much you're going to make at the end of the second year. It's going to be £10 again. So you will keep on making £10 each year, and you will take that £10 at the end of each year. So this is simple interest. It's pretty straightforward. Now the thing is, when you say I'm going to keep that £10 in my account, the calculation will differ slightly. So you will go like £110 instead of £100, £110 times 110 over 100, which is the percentage. So you will again do the calculation. This times 11 times 11 makes £121. So you will make at the end of the second year a total of £21 because your initial money was £100. Now that you make £121 in 2 years, what your money makes is £21. In the simple interest, when you take that £10, it's going to be £10 per year, so it's going to be 10 times 2, £20 at the end of 2 years if you take your money each year. This is the simple interest. So the difference between simple and compound interest is this. You will make more money if you keep what you earn from the interest. Alright, it's £21 versus £20. Let's see an example. £1,200 is invested at 4.5% per annum, meaning per year. Annum is Latin for year. And the question is, calculate the simple interest earned over 5 years. Well, fine. All I have to do is to multiply 1200 by 4.5%. So that's going to give me £54. So at the end of the first year, I'm going to make £54. Just because I'm taking this money, I'm not keeping it with my account, it will always be the same calculation. The second year I'm going to make £54. The third year I'm going to make £54, and so on. Basically, I don't need to do any further calculation, but I will just say 5 times 54 because it's 5 years and each year I make £54. This will give me a total of £270 at the end of 1 year. What if the question would be £1,200 is invested at 4.5% per annum. Calculate the compound interest earned over 5 years. Now, for the first year, it's going to be the same. I will go like £1,200 times 4.5%, and I will find £54, right? So it's the same in the first year. Now, just because I will keep this in my account, my money at the end of first year will be £1,254. So I'm going to start my second year with this amount. That's where things change. I will go like £1,254 times 4.5%. This will give me £56.43, not 54, slightly more, because I kept £54 in my account, right? This is the money I will make at the end of the second year, and altogether it's going to be £1,310.43. Now I will start my third year with this amount, so it's going to be £58 point, if I round the number, 97p, and altogether it's going to be 1,369.40. At the end of fourth year I will have £1,431 2p, and at the end of fifth year I'm going to have £1,495 42p. Now, what was the question? After this much of calculation, you have to go back and check the question again. So the question says, calculate the compound interest earned over 5 years. That was my water dispenser, so let me repeat. We have to calculate the compound interest earned over 5 years. Now, this is the money I make at the end of 5 years, so I have to do this. £1,495.42p minus, well, the money I invested in the beginning was £1,200. The result will be £295.42p. That's how much I will make in 5 years if I keep the money in my account. You think it's too long? Me too. Let me show you a shortcut. First of all, I can calculate the amount at the end of each year with a basic trick. I could go like 100% plus 4.5%. It's gonna be 104.5%. So instead of writing 4.5 here, I could write 104, let me correct this, 0.5%. So I would directly find this number when I do the calculation. So if I correct this in all calculations, it will look like this. Now notice that every single time we multiply the previous amount with the same percentage, right? So I do this for 5 times. Okay, what if I try this? So it's going to be £1,200 times the percentage, and I'm going to carry this percentage here because this will give me 1,254. So I'm going to go like times 104.5 over 100, and then this will give me this money, so that I will carry that here times 104 104.5 over 100, and this will give me that amount, so I'm going to carry that here, 104.5 over 100. And one last time, just because this calculation altogether will give me this amount, I'm going to carry that here, times 104.5 over 100, or basically I can just go calculate this in an index number, right? So I can just write down 1200 times 104.5 over 100 to the power of, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. So it's 5. This will give me exactly the same thing. If I round the number, it's going to be 1495.42. So instead of doing all these calculations, I can use this approach. You can call this a formula if you want to, and you can directly calculate the compound interest. So if we summarize, to find the compound interest earned over a given number of years, all I need to do is to find the percentage increase. So it's 100% plus 4.5%. This makes 104.5%. Now I prefer to use the multiplier, which is when you write the percentage as a fraction and do the division. But if you want, you can use the fraction form of the percentage, but I will use the multiplier. So it's going to be 1200, that's my money, times the multiplier, and it's going to take 5 years, so it's going to be to the power of 5, and I will get immediately the answer, £1,495 42p, rounded of course. So this is as simple as is. Now try these questions, and careful, it says simple interest here, compound interest here, simple and compound, so do your calculations accordingly. Please solve these on your book and submit your answers. Thank you.